Hi students, welcome to World Gurukul. We are going to learn mathematics from NCERT publication Mathemagic. So what we are going to learn in mathematics in class 5? We have 14 lessons in this. Life is mathematics. You know, it's a magic. It's all figures, counts, numbers, shapes and much more. Okay, let us jump into our first lesson, the fish tail. You all know fish, right? How they look like? If I ask you to draw a fish, you will draw it easily. Done. We're done with the fish, right? In this, do you see some shapes? Then draw an oval. Then this is mouth and this is tail. That is flat and these are fins. Put a circle. This is fish. That's it. This is a square. This is fish. Simple to draw. So practice using more shapes and fine tune this fish drawing, right? Mean means fish. Meena, mean. Meenakshi means a girl whose eyes look like a fish. Akshi means eyes. The fishes we have different types: freshwater fish, saltwater fish. Freshwater fish, we find them in the rivers, lakes, and ponds. Right? They vary in the sizes from small, big. In the ocean also, we'll have smallest to the biggest fish. The smallest fish is about 1 centimeter long. Do you know what is 1 centimeter? It is just around a knuckle. Take your finger and that finger one knuckle. So that will be around 1 centimeter. If you say thumb will be around 4 to 5 centimeters. So that way how small it is. And there are big fish as well. Biggest fish, do you know what is that? It is a whale shark. It's a whale. Whales and sharks are huge in size. The biggest fish, these whales and sharks, are hundreds of times of a smaller fish. And as the size increases, the weight also increases. Small fish you can hold in your hand, and big fish, maybe more than 10 people are required to hold it or to lift it. Do you know whales and fish are different? Whales can breathe like we do through their noses, but fish have no noses. They take in water, not the air. That's why whales often come onto the surface, water surface, to breathe air. Whales are mammals. Mammals means they don't lay eggs. They give birth to the babies. They are mammals like humans and animals. Fish lay eggs and baby fish comes out when eggs are hatched. The smallest fish is around a centimeter, we learnt earlier, and this whale shark, how long it is? It is around 18 meters. Think how long it is. This whale fish, the biggest fish, weighs around 16,000 kilos. 16,000, right? Suppose there are 12 children and each child weighs say 50 kg. No, they don't weigh that much, just saying that. Maybe 30 to 40, 45 kg. Okay, let us take round figures here. So 12 50s are how much weight? 600 kg. 12 children together weigh 600 kg, whereas a big shark weighs 16,000 kg. Kg stands for kilogram. So, you know how huge that is? Can we calculate how many children's weight is equal to the weight of this whale, which is 16,000 kg? So, let us clear this off. So how do we get the number of children whose weight will be equal to the weight of this large whale? So that is going to be around 320. You might have seen the number of people permitted in any lift. Suppose if the lift is big, they say that 10 people are permitted, and they take the average 65 kg per person. So it can take 65 multiplied by 10, that is 650 kg. If that weight crosses, if someone is obese, someone is thin, if the total weight crosses 650 kg, it gives an alarm, overload alarm. Right here, these are the metrics that matter, right? So, have you ever taken your weight? How much do you weigh? Having a weighing machine at home is good for you and for your family members as well, so that you can check your weight and monitor it if it requires, right? Or you go to any mall or any medical shop or any hospital, there you will find this weighing machine. Once in a while, keep checking your weight, right? Suppose we have taken average 50 kg per children, so 12 children will weigh 600 kg, right? This is a tricky question. How much more does the whale shark weigh? More than 12 children put together. The 12 children all put together is 6000 kg, 600 kg, and the whale is 16,000 kg. Can you tell how much more? The weight of the whale more than the 12 children? 16,000 minus 600. It's going to be 15,400 kg, right? The fish tail of the fish is most important part for the fish. For swimming, for maneuvering, for taking directions, and for saving itself, its life as well. So you can check this tail. It is almost flat and in the triangular shape, right? The fish is in the oval shape. Any species like to tend to flock together, means they group together. You see the fish swim together in the ponds or in the rivers or anywhere you find them. So every creature has a defensive mechanism. When some fish has to face any enemy like big shark or big fish, then it tries to show itself as a big by drinking water or taking more air to scare the enemy and to save itself. They are the life survival tricks. There's a puffer fish. When someone catches it, it takes the air and becomes a ball. So it slips away easily and it's difficult to catch. And the enemy is scared. Big fish are scared by looking at that. So here we have some shapes. This is a rectangle, this is a circle, oval, triangle, crescent, cone, heart symbol, and with these shapes you can draw a lot of pictures. In fact, everything we see, we create, we can find a shape. Shape is important part of our life, right? And our homes, they have some shape, right? See, this has become a house, and this is oval. So earth is round or an oval shape. It's a slightly extended, so we'll call it as an not a perfect circle, but it's a oval shape. Egg is also oval shape. Marine life is more interesting. you'll find this sea urchin. This is a kind of a fish. This is a lobster. This is a eel fish. It looks like a snake, but this is not snake. This is a red snapper. This is the one fish. You may see some of the fish in the aquariums as well. This is octopus. This is clam, prawn, parrotfish, cuttlefish, silver pomfret, crab, squid. So there are hundreds, thousands of varieties of ocean marine life, marine fish. If you go deep into the sea, you will not find light, but there is a life existing over there. Go to Geography channel and look out for the deep sea marine life. You find it a lot interesting. And almost all of these marine creatures are found at the shore or a little deeper or even deeper. The crabs, you will see them on the shores, beaches. Do you know how they walk? They walk cross. It's interesting to watch a squid, how it moves. For long, fish is a food for humans and other creations as well. So when it comes to the fish, you go to the fish market and you will see different types of fish over there. And how the fish land over there? The fishermen, they go and catch the fish and transport them to the fish market. Sometimes they catch the fish on the shallow waters and in the rivers and at the banks. Sometimes the fishermen go to the deep into the sea in the boats, motor boats, and with the bigger nets to catch more fish and to do more trading with the fish. So if you go to any beach or any river banks or any small lakes, ponds also, you will see fishermen like this with small boats and with nets. Their life, half of their life they spend on the waters, so they are good swimmers. And so the here you see a log boat made of logs, and so with this they go not deep into the sea, but and once they catch the enough fish, they come back to trade them to make money. They do the rowing. They are not motorboats. They are just normal log boats, and with the rows, they can go up to 4 kilometers in an hour. In 1 hour, they can travel 4 kilometers. And they throw the net sometimes at 4 kilometers deep or even deeper. They go inside. So, to travel a distance of 10 kilometers, they take how much time? Can you tell? 1 hour. They travel 4 kilometers, right? Another 4 kilometers, another 1 hour. So 2 hours they travel 8 kilometers, and for another 2 kilometers it's another half an hour. So they take around 2.5 hours to travel 10 kilometers distance. That is not on the land, it is on the sea or the water or on the water surface. If it is a motor boat, they can travel up to 50, 60, 70 kilometers even. Walking is good for health. So when you wake up, you do walking, your parents do walking, and everyone says walking is good. How far do you walk in an hour? Have you checked any time? There are a lot of step counters. You can use them to count the steps and count the distance that you have traveled. In an hour, normal person or a kids 10-year-old, 15 years old kid can travel from 5 kilometers to 10 kilometers in an hour. So that is approximately 10 minutes, 1 kilometer, you can say. Use a stopwatch in your phone. Try counting how fast you walk. These fishermen follow the sun. These fishermen follow the seasons and sea conditions and the sun for the directions. And sometimes they may use even the compass as well to know the direction back to their homes. You all know that sun rises in the east and sets in the west. And do not miss sunrises and sunsets in your life. They are most important thing in your life for keeping you healthy, keeping fit. There are a lot of fishing harbors along our coast. Whenever you get a chance to go to the fishing harbor, when the motor boats they bring the fish from the sea, you can watch all kinds of fish over there. Okay, now let us see the boats. This is a one type of boat. The bigger the boat, the more the fish they can catch. In fact, they can catch, but they need to get them back as well. So, smaller boat, small fish, they can catch, they can store, and bring them back. Motorboats, they can travel faster than the manually rowing boats. So, here they can go up to 20 kilometers in 1 hour. Those motors run with a diesel mostly. So here, can you calculate in 3.5 hours how many kilometers a motorboat will travel? 3.5, 3.5 multiplied by 20. It's going to be 70 kilometers. So this is all a simple mathematics. And let us see this question. How much time they will take to go to 85 kilometers? Can you tell? It's a simple division. 85 divided by 20. 24s are 80 and 5 is the remainder. 5 by 20 is 1 by 4. That is 0.25. They will take how much time? 4 hours and 0.25 means it's a 15 minutes in fact. 4 hour 15 minutes to travel 85 kilometers in a motor boat. These are the motor boats. So they will have a diesel motor that is attached and which propels the ship to move forward. And this is the fish. And for easy navigation, some boats are having a long tails. They move easily through the waters. This is even bigger. This is called a trawler, big machine boat. They have a small room here and they may have the freezers as well to store the fish. These trawlers are used to do the deep sea fishing. So they may take more than 2 days, 3 days, or sometimes more than a week as well to come back to the shore. So whatever they catch, they will put it in the deep freezer so that the fish won't get spoiled. The cold storage is an important thing that is associated with this fishing industry. These nets have holes and they do catch only the bigger fish, and the smaller one goes out of the holes, right? As they are not much useful, and when they go next time, so they will grow up and that will be useful, right? If we take out everything, there will be no fish left in the sea. And also some rare species, whenever they are caught, some protected fish also. They are supposed to be like some turtles. They are they are supposed to be left in the sea itself, back in the sea. Even by mistake, if they bring any of those rare species, you see the picture here is a fisherman, this is a boat, and this is a net. Which boat gets how much? If it's a long boat, it can catch a fish in one trip 20 kg. Kg is kilogram. Long tail boat, its capacity is 600 kg. Motorboat, it's slightly more than this long tail boat. And the machine boat, this will have a built-in cold storage facility as well. In one trip, they can catch fish up to 6,000 kg. As soon as they come back to the shores, they will be transported to the cold storage facility at the shores, and they will be transported in the cold storage trucks to the destinations, to the markets. And this is the speed. Longboat. Longboat is slower with 4 kilometers per hour speed. And the machine boat, it can go at around 22 kilometers per hour. So machine boats make trips once in a month or twice in a month. These log boats, they do they go for the catch almost every day. Can you answer this question? How far can a motorboat go in 6 hours? In 1 hour, it can travel 20 kilometers. In 6 hours, 6 multiplied by 20. It's easy, right? 6 into 20, that is 120 kilometers. This long tail boat has to travel 60 kilometers. How much time it will take? Its speed is 12 kilometers per hour, and when it has to travel 60 kilometers, it's a simple equation: 60 divided by 12, that is 5, right? It will take 5 hours to travel 60 kilometers. 1, 10, 100, 1000, and we use comma after 3 zeros. This is 1000, and next 10,000. 10 comma 3 zeros, or 4 zeros after 1. 5 zeros. And here we put a comma here. This is 1 lakh. This is 1, 10, 100, 1000, 10,000, 1 lakh. And if we have 6 zeros, 6, right? Comma, comma. So how much is this? This is 10 lakhs. In the American system, they don't use commas after 2 digits. So they use the comma here. They call it a million. So 1 million equals to 10 lakhs. 1 million is 10 lakhs. So lakh means 100,000, you can say. 100,000. 1 million means 1,000 thousands, right? Or 10 lakhs. So you use this lakhs almost to count many things around you. So next, beyond this, 10 lakhs, 100 lakhs will be 1 crore, and so on. 100 lakh. 100 lakh. Lakh means how many zeros here? 5 zeros. 100, 5 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let us add a comma, comma, comma. See, this is 1 crore. 1 crore is 100 lakhs. Or in millions, can you tell? 1 million is 10 lakhs. So 1 crore, 10 million. 1 crore is 10 million. So 1 crore, 10 million, 100 lakhs is this much big number. It will have 7 zeros. We use these crores to count the population, millions and billions, and the currency, and in the banking, and at many more places. This is a fish market. When you go out to sea, this must be a familiar vision. The fishermen usually sell the fish to the merchants, and merchants sell retail. The fishermen are wholesalers and they sell it to the merchants and they sell it in retail. So these are the some rates for different types of fish. Sardines 40 rupees a kilo, 60 rupees a kilo for short fish. Prawns, that's a kind of a fish, it's 150 a kilo. Squid 50 rupee a kilo. So these are the different varieties. They fix a rate for each one. The most available one is going to be cheaper one, and the rare fish are going to be costly. If the fish is big, then they are going to get more price for that. See, this fish is a big one. They say that it weighs 8 kg. And she says she will sell for 1200 rupees. So, what is the cost for kg? So 1200 divided by 8. It's around 140 per kg. So some practice here. So you have the rates here, and so for 10 kg prawns, how much money is going to get? Prawns cost 150 rupees a kg, right? 10 kg prawns is going to be 10 multiplied by 150, that is 1500. So you can practice this, it's interesting. When you go to the market with your parents or yourself, you have some budget, right? You have some 100 rupees or 200 rupees, and you want to buy whatever that is required for your family. You don't get 10 kg fish for home, right? You may need half kilo or 1 kilo. So you will ask the rate, you will bargain, and you will give the required money, and you check the weight of the fish. Suppose you want 1 kg fish, you will check the weight of that fish and you will pay for that. If it's a 1 kg and if it costs 100 rupees a kg, you will pay 100 rupees, right? Here you have a tongue twister. Try it. You must have known this, but practice it. Practice it with your friends and see who says that without mistakes. I'm not sure if a person is going to say it second time, third time right. It's very hard to say second time, third time right. First time you will be careful in watching the text. She sells seashells on the seashore. She is sure that shells that she sells will be there no more. And you have to say it fast and you have to repeat it. Play with your friends. This is a main car bank. That's a fish bank. and Fazila is the president of that group, that bank, and it consists of 20 fishermen, right? Each saves 25 rupees every month and puts it in this bank. See, there are 20 fishermen, fisherwomen, and each save 25 rupees each per month, right? And can you please tell how much money does the group collect in each month? It's an equation. 20 multiplied by 25 is how much? Is going to be 500. That is per month, right? That's why anything to be organized, that will be done through the collections and the contributions, right? Some more practice. Gracie needs money to buy a net. Jancy and her sister want to buy a logboat, so they take a loan from their bank. They will return it with interest. See, they are the members of this bank, and Gracie took a loan of how much? 4,000 rupees to buy a net, right? To catch a fish. And she pays 345 per month for 1 year. Means that's a 12 months, right? How much money she did pay back? Can you tell? It's 12 multiplied by 345. It is 4140, 4140, right? This is per annum. So she took 4,000 rupees and she paid back 4140. So this extra, how much she was paid? 140 rupees. And this 140 is nothing but the interest for this loan that is taken or given to her, right? And there is another case. Jancy and her sister took a loan of 21,000. These banks are cooperative banks, that is to help each other to meet their requirements and make purchases, right? So 21,000 is the loan they have taken, and they have paid how much, Paid, this is the loan, paid back is 23,520. So they have taken 21,000 loan and they have paid 23,520. So how much extra they have paid? 23,520 extra. 23,520 minus 21,000. This is going to be how much? Can you tell? 2520. These all can be done the mouth calculations. No need of any pen, paper or calculator. So try practicing doing maths in mind. That's going to be helpful in future competitive exams as well. So 2,520 is the extra amount that is paid. That is called interest. See, these are fisherwomen. Earlier we said fishermen. So fisherwomen also go to catch the fish. So they came up with another plan. New fish drying factory. Wet fish are going to be spoiled fast, so they need to use the cold storage or dry them so that they don't get spoiled to make some byproducts. So they want to start a factory to dry the fish. Drying it can be in the sun the seasonal. If there are rains, it's the rainy season or the winter season, you don't get that much sun to dry. So in that case, they have to use some fans, heaters, and some heating so that the fish gets, so that they can dry the fish easily and quickly. So they went to the panchayat and asked for some land. To set up any factory, you need some land, right? They got it. They have the Mainkar bank, right? In that bank, they have saved 74,000. Okay, for many years they saved 74,000 in the bank. So for a factory, they need a lot of money. And let us see what all the things they need to set up a factory. So they need a borewell, one borewell that costs 3,000 rupees, and bamboo rack for fish drying. They need around 20 and each one costing 2,000, and one cement tank. And cement tanks they need 4 and each one cost 1,000 rupees. Tray and knife they need around 20, each costing 300, and some 20 buckets, each costing 75. Can you tell how much that's going to cost them? Borewell, 3,000 multiplied by 1 is 3,000. Bamboo racks, 2,000 multiplied by 20. So this is how much? 40,000. So it's a convenient to read if you use commas after thousands. And cement tank, 1,000 multiplied by 4 is 4,000. And tray and knife, 300 multiplied by 20 is 6,000. Bucket, 75 multiplied by 20. This is going to be 1,500. Total. Can you tell what is the total? It's a simple addition. It is coming to 54,500. That is 54,500. How much money they have? 74,000, right? So they need how much time? How much money? 54,500, right? So they have enough money to set up this factory as they have already got the land allotted by the panchayat, right? So when the fish is dried, it becomes 1/3 its weight. Means 3 kilos if you dry, they will be 1 kilo after drying. In 1 month, they plan to dry 6,000 kg of fresh fish. So dry fish, what will be the weight? 6,000 kg will become 2,000 kg, right? The simple equation is 6,000 by 1/3, right? By 3. Okay, there is another woman, Floramma. We buy fresh fish for 15 rupees kg and we sell dried fish for 70 rupees a kg. So you see, the weight is reduced and that the dry fish won't get spoiled. So that's why there is a value addition, right? So the value addition will give them extra benefit, extra profit. So we dry 6 kg of fresh fish to get how much dry fish? 1/3, right? 6 kg, you will get 2 kg. 6 kg will cost how much? 15 rupees per kilo, right? So that's going to be 90. And 2 kg dry. If you sell, how much you will get? 70. 2 multiplied by 70 is 140. Wow. You got how much profit? 90 rupees you purchased. You processed it. The processing cost will be there, of course. But above that, the selling cost is 140. So you got 140 minus 90 is with you. You have to deduct your processing cost, drying cost. Then 140 minus 90 is how much? 50 minus processing cost. Maybe 25. So the remaining 25 is going to be your profit. Right? This is how business is done. The profit loss calculation is done. So this is a simple equation. If you dry 6000 kg, we can earn how much? So 6000 kg fresh fish will cost how much? 15. So this is going to be 90,000. And so you will get how much dry fish? 2000. That you are going to sell at 90. And this is going to, that's going to sell at 70. Right? This is going to give you 1,40,000. Right? There is a profit of 50,000, and you will deduct your processing charges, and then you will get your profit. So this is all the plans they are making. Before doing any business, we need to make some plans, right? The profits are shared among all the women, and they take salary, and they calculate all the finances like that. So they're calculating the profit. How they're calculating? Let us see. This is a monthly they get 1,40,000, but there's a cost involved, that is salt. They need salt. That is 1500 kg salt every month, which is costing around 2 rupees per kilo. So 1500 multiplied by 2 is 3000. This is one cost. Packaging, pack and transport. How much? That is 3000. They have to do the pack. They have to pack in the containers, and they have to transport it by the vans, vehicles, cold storage units, cold storage transport vehicles. So their cost is 3000 plus 3000 is 6000. Total monthly cost of drying, packaging, bus charges is 6,000. Oh, earlier we assumed that it's 25,000, but that's not correct. It's going to be 6,000 just, plus their labor, right? For the labor, they take the salary and share the profits. So here 1,40,000 minus 90,000 is 50,000. Minus 6,000 is 44,000. This is their profit, right? They're earning this money because of the value addition, right? Whenever you see people working together, they enjoy that work by singing songs, folk tales, folk songs. They try to entertain themselves with so many ways. Whenever you go to the fish catching areas, try watching them. What they do, how they enjoy doing their work. If someone is not enjoying their work, definitely they cannot sing, they cannot be happy. So love your work and enjoy your day.